Hello YouTube. Now, first of all, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a long time. It's just I haven't been able to get to that stuff, making videos and all this, but I'm trying to be consistent here, so I'm just going to continue being consistent. Hopefully my partner, who also makes YouTube videos with me, will be as consistent as I will try to be from this point on. Now, what I wanted to talk today about is why I got rid of my iPhone 4. Now, first of all, it's mainly because of prices. AT&T has gotten their prices have inflated really high, and they don't have unlimited data. All that stuff is all gone, and AT&T has pretty much screwed themselves over. I think it's pretty clear that their prices and their plans and all that stuff is beaten easily by T-Mobile, Verizon, and Sprint. Now, what I did happen to do was not switch over to Sprint or T-Mobile. I mean, Sprint or T-Mobile or Verizon. Rather, I switched over to Sprint. Now, the reason I did so was because I was going to get the iPhone 4S. Now, that was an upgrade from the iPhone 4, as you all know. It's not the biggest upgrade, it's just a better performance, smaller, better processor, better camera, and Siri, which is mainly the only thing that gripped me as myself. But the problem thereof ended up being the 2-year contract. Now, here's what I came down to. I looked through all the phones that Sprint had. Now, I already decided that I was choosing Sprint because Sprint, of all the companies, has the cheaper plans and also has unlimited data. And if you're a tech junkie like me, you really need unlimited data. It helps a lot. You can do basically anything. And if you have 4G network or 3G network in your area, you are good to go. And I do have a 4G network in my area, I assume. Not exactly sure. But let me continue. Why I decided to not get the iPhone 4S? The reason being was I looked through the phones. I was like, HTC Evo 3D, that looks good. Then I was like, that strains your eyes, and I don't want something straining my eyes. I'd rather have my eyes, even though I do watch TV most of the time, most of the day. I don't want something so, intense to my eyes. Especially because nowadays you pull out your phone like every 5 minutes when you're not in school, so you get the point. The point being is I decided to go with the Galaxy S2. Why? I had a couple reasons why I chose that over the iPhone 4S. First of all, 4G speeds. Now, if you're stuck on a 2-year contract with the iPhone 4S, you're going to be on 3G speeds for the next 2 years, okay? AT&T is just about come out with LTE, and everyone else is coming out. Sprint is coming out with LTE in about 6 months, I assume. And so you don't want to be stuck with the iPhone 4S for another 2 years on 3G networks. You want to be on 4G because 4G is the new fast. And here's another option. You can always go out and buy the iPhone 5 that comes out next year. Most likely it will come out next year. But you can always go and buy that next year. Why do you have to wait now for that device to come out? You can just buy a different device. That's what I'm doing right now, and thus I'm buying this Sprint, the Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch because it's capable of 4G speeds, and I need 4G speeds because I'm not gonna take a step back and have everyone else that has a Android be on like 4G, and I'm stuck on 3G with this iPhone that you can't really do much with. Because, as you all know, customization is the other thing I was going to tell you about. Customization on the Android is much better than the iPhone. I think everyone knows that. I mean, yeah, you have to jailbreak it if you want customization on the iPhone. I really don't have the time to go out and figure out about all these hacks to jailbreak your iPhone. I just want something that straight out of the box I can customize with whatever UI I want on it, whatever lock screen I want on it, whatever this and that and clocks and all kinds of stuff. I just want all that stuff on there ready to go. I don't want to have to boot other stuff onto it that's also stuff that shouldn't be on it, as you all know. Third reason, bigger screen. Bigger screen is something. At first I was like, oh no, I don't want a bigger screen because it's not gonna fit in my pocket. Like, you know those shorts where they have very small pockets and you can't fit your phone. But then once you start using an Android with a big screen, you kind of realize that it's much better than the iPhone. The iPhone, it has two problems. It has a small screen, so everything you see is small. Yeah, it has Retina display, so you can see everything perfectly. But that's not the problem. It's much better on a giant screen. You can see everything. AMOLED Plus. Most people pronounce it as AMOLED. It's actually pronounced AMOLED. If you watch the Samsung Galaxy ads, they do say AMOLED instead of AMOLED. And yeah, that screen just seems much nicer. Yes, it has less pixelation and all that clarity, but just better brightness, better colors, and all that stuff. Now, the last thing I want to say, put this on the table, is Sprint ID and Sprint TV. Now, I didn't know Sprint TV existed until just about today, and that looks like something I'm definitely going to use, because basically it's TV streaming to your device. And because I have an unlimited data plan, it's not a big deal. I can do it all the time, I would assume, and you can run it off on Wi-Fi. That's something that T-Mobile and AT&T and Verizon, none of those guys have. That's pretty awesome. And Sprint ID will let you choose different stock UIs to work with. So instead of having like your regular TouchSense, what's it called? TouchWiz 4.0 on the Galaxy S2, you can upload, I would assume you could upload different types of, like, maybe Sense UI, I don't know, or is it just a theme kind of thing, but I'm not exactly sure. You can tell me in the comments below. But that's basically my video, guys. I'll be getting this Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch this week in the mail, most likely Tuesday of this week, so stay tuned for the unboxing of that device. And for now, guys, that's it for me. I really can't say much more. I chose the Galaxy S2 over the iPhone 4S, and you know why now. So thank you and goodbye.